Self-care for irregular periods. She waits, days turn into weeks. The calendar offers no answers, only red circles that never arrive. For millions of women, irregular periods are more than just a skipped date. They're a silent struggle, a cycle of confusion, discomfort, and uncertainty. One month it comes too soon, the next it's painfully late, or doesn't come at all. And through it all, questions loom. Why is this happening? Is something wrong with my body? Can I fix it naturally? Irregular periods can leave a woman feeling out of sync with her own body. The whispers of pain, the roller coaster of emotions, the unexpected spotting, they all point to one undeniable truth. Something inside needs attention. But in a world full of synthetic hormones, rushed diagnoses, and quick fixes, many women long for a deeper, more holistic approach. One rooted in balance, nourishment, and self-awareness. Imagine if your body didn't feel like a mystery anymore. Imagine if your cycle followed a natural rhythm where every month flowed with purpose, not panic. What if the answers weren't locked away in prescriptions, but in your daily habits, your plate, your breath, your sleep? This is not just about periods. This is about reclaiming control, about listening to the signals your body has been sending, about understanding that irregular cycles are not just a nuisance to ignore. They're a message that something within needs support, care, and healing. In this journey, you'll discover powerful, natural ways to bring your hormones back into harmony. You'll learn how food can be your medicine, how stress sabotages your cycle, and how small shifts in your lifestyle can bring profound changes to your reproductive health. You'll uncover ancient herbs that women have trusted for centuries and modern methods backed by science. It's time to turn down the noise and tune into your body. You don't need to suffer in silence or keep guessing. There's a path forward, and it begins with understanding what irregular periods really mean and how you can bring them back into rhythm. Whether you're dealing with PCOS, stress-induced cycles, post-pill recovery, or unexplained imbalances, this guide will equip you with tools that honor your body's wisdom. From nutrition and movement to sleep and stress, each step will help you feel more grounded, more confident, more in control. Because healing your cycle isn't just a goal, it's a transformation. So take a deep breath. This is your time. Your journey to clarity, consistency, and calm starts now. Part 1. Irregular periods affect millions of women worldwide, cutting across age, lifestyle, and health status. Some experience longer cycles, others shorter. Some miss periods altogether, while others bleed unpredictably. Although it's common, it's not something to ignore. Irregular periods are often your body's way of signaling that something is off balance, whether hormonally, emotionally, or physically. Self-care is the foundation of rebalancing your cycle. By caring for your body in thoughtful, consistent ways, you support your endocrine system, regulate your hormones naturally, and help your cycle find its rhythm again. Let's begin this journey step by step. Understanding your menstrual cycle. To manage irregular periods, you first need to understand how your cycle works. A normal cycle typically lasts between 21 to 35 days. Day 1 starts with the first day of bleeding and ends the day before the next period begins. Your cycle has 4 phases. 1. Menstrual phase, day 1 to 5, shedding of the uterine lining. 2. Follicular phase, day 113, the body prepares to release an egg. 3. Ovulation, day 14, the egg is released from the ovary. 4. Luteal phase, day 15 to 28. Hormones rise to prepare for pregnancy. If pregnancy doesn't occur, hormone levels drop and menstruation begins. When this process is disrupted, the cycle becomes irregular. Self-care targets the root of this disruption, whether it's stress, poor nutrition, lack of sleep, or underlying health conditions. 1. Balanced nutrition for hormonal health. What you eat directly affects hormone production. Your body needs nutrients like vitamins, minerals, fats, and proteins to create and regulate hormones. Irregular periods are often a sign of nutritional deficiencies or insulin resistance. Focus on these nutrients. Iron, found in spinach, lentils, beef, important for replenishing lost blood. Magnesium, found in nuts, seeds, dark chocolate, supports relaxation and hormone function. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in salmon, flax seeds, reduce inflammation and support hormone balance. Vitamin D, sunlight, fortified milk, deficiency linked to PCOS and irregular periods. Zinc, found in pumpkin seeds, eggs, helps regulate ovulation. Avoid processed foods, white sugar, caffeine, and alcohol, which can spike insulin and disrupt hormonal balance. Eat whole, colorful, seasonal foods that support your liver, which is responsible for breaking down excess estrogen. Meal ideas for hormone balance. Warm lemon water in the morning to support liver detox. Oatmeal with flax seeds and berries for breakfast. Grilled fish, steamed greens, and quinoa for lunch. Stir-fried vegetables with tofu for dinner. Herbal teas like ginger, cinnamon, and peppermint between meals. 2. Managing stress to support your cycle. Your brain's hypothalamus controls your menstrual cycle, and it's highly sensitive to stress. When you're constantly in fight or flight mode, the body prioritizes survival over reproduction, shutting down ovulation. Stress raises cortisol levels, which can block the production of estrogen and progesterone. This hormonal disruption is one of the most common causes of irregular periods. Daily stress-reducing activities, meditation. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day calms the nervous system. Yoga. Gentle practices like yin or restorative yoga support hormonal balance. Journaling helps release suppressed emotions and clarify thought patterns. Breathing exercises. Deep belly breathing reduces cortisol and oxygenates your body. Creative hobbies. Painting, music, reading, anything that helps you disconnect and relax. 3. Exercise in moderation. Movement is essential, but over-exercising can lead to missed periods. Excessive cardio or high-intensity training can deplete the body, especially when paired with restrictive diets. This is often seen in athletes or those with eating disorders. Instead, focus on movement that nourishes your body. Walking, low-impact, stress-reducing, improves circulation. Pilates strengthens the core and pelvic area. Strength training builds muscle and stabilizes insulin levels. Dancing, joyful, expressive, and hormone boosting. Aim for 30 minutes of moderate activity 4 or 5 days a week. Rest days are equally important. 4. Sleep, the foundation of hormonal reset. Poor sleep affects the hormones leptin, ghrelin, and cortisol, all of which influence your cycle. Irregular sleep patterns can lead to skipped or delayed periods, especially when paired with stress. Tips for better sleep hygiene. Stick to a regular sleep schedule, even on weekends. Avoid screens 1 to 2 hours before bed. Keep your room cool, quiet, and dark. Use calming scents like lavender. Sip chamomile or ashwagandha tea before bed. Your body heals and balances itself most effectively during sleep. Prioritize getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night. 5. Track your cycle consistently. Start documenting your periods using an app or journal. Track start and end dates, flow level, light, medium, heavy. Pain and cramping intensity, mood and energy changes. Ovulation signs like cervical mucus or basal body temperature. Tracking helps identify patterns and detect when something is off. It can also help doctors better diagnose any underlying conditions. 6. Hormone-supporting herbs. Natural herbs have been used for centuries to help regulate menstrual cycles. These should be taken with care, ideally under guidance from a naturopath or doctor. Vitex, chasteberry, supports ovulation and regulates progesterone. Maca root balances estrogen and boosts energy. Ashwagandha reduces stress and supports thyroid function. Anti-inflammatory supports liver detoxification. Ginger helps with cramps and reduces inflammation. Cinnamon stabilizes blood sugar and supports regular periods. You can take them as capsules, tinctures, or herbal teas. Start with one at a time to observe your body's response. 7. Support your liver and gut health. Your liver processes and removes excess estrogen. If it's overloaded with toxins, alcohol, or poor diet, it can't regulate hormones efficiently. Likewise, your gut bacteria influence estrogen levels. Self-care tips for liver and gut. Drink warm lemon water or dandelion tea. Eat high-fiber foods to support elimination. Avoid alcohol and fried foods. Add fermented foods like yogurt, kimchi, and sauerkraut. Take a probiotic supplement if needed. A clean gut and a strong liver lead to balanced hormones and more predictable cycles. 8. Hydration matters. Water helps transport hormones, remove waste, and maintain healthy blood flow. Dehydration can lead to fatigue, brain fog, and worsened PMS symptoms. Drink 8 to 10 glasses of water daily. Add cucumber, lemon, or mint for flavor. Avoid excessive coffee and soda, which can dehydrate you. When you're well hydrated, your body works more efficiently in every area, including reproductive health. 9. Say no to endocrine disruptors. Toxins in everyday products can mimic or block natural hormones, contributing to irregular periods. Avoid these common disruptors. BPA in plastics, use glass or stainless steel instead. Parabens and phthalates in skincare, switch to clean beauty brands. Synthetic fragrances in candles and perfumes. Non-organic produce, buy organic when possible, or wash thoroughly. Making cleaner choices reduces your toxic load and supports hormonal harmony. 10. Check for underlying conditions. If you've made lifestyle changes but still experience irregular periods, it may be time to investigate further. Common conditions include polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, irregular cycles, acne, weight gain, thyroid disorders. Hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism can disrupt menstruation, endometriosis, painful, heavy, or irregular periods, fibroids, non-cancerous growths in the uterus affecting flow and timing, premature ovarian failure, early menopause symptoms before age 40. A blood test or ultrasound can help diagnose these conditions. Always consult a healthcare provider if irregular periods persist longer than 3 to 6 months, especially if accompanied by other symptoms. Part 2. In Part 1, we explored the biological foundation of your menstrual cycle and the lifestyle changes that support hormonal health. Now, in Part 2, we go deeper into advanced self-care strategies, tapping into emotional wellness, ancient healing traditions, spiritual balance, and sustainable mindset shifts that help restore regularity to your periods over time. Irregular periods are not just a physical issue. They're often rooted in emotional imbalances, suppressed trauma, disconnection from the self, and overextension. This part of your healing journey is about more than just food or supplements. It's about reclaiming inner peace and restoring harmony between mind, body, and soul. 11. Emotional healing and menstrual health. Unexpressed emotions like grief, fear, anger, or shame can manifest physically, often through irregular menstrual cycles. The womb is a deeply emotional and spiritual space in the body. When that space carries unresolved pain, trauma, or stress, it can affect your flow. Begin emotional healing with these practices. Inner child work. Journaling to connect with your younger self and release past wounds. Therapy or counseling, a safe space to explore emotional blocks. Energy healing, Reiki, breathwork, or somatic therapy to move stagnant emotions. Expressive arts, paint, dance, or write to process emotions through creativity. Forgiveness rituals, letting go of resentment towards others or yourself. Emotional safety creates physical safety, and your cycle responds to that. 12. Womb massage and abdominal therapy. Physical touch can help awaken and restore the energy of the womb. Gentle abdominal massage boosts circulation, relieves tension, and supports reproductive organs. Try these techniques. Castor oil packs. Apply warm castor oil over your lower abdomen with a flannel cloth and heating pad. This helps dissolve cysts, improve flow, and detox tissues. Mayan abdominal massage, a traditional technique that realigns the uterus and increases blood flow. Seek a trained practitioner. Self-massage. Use clockwise circular motions with gentle pressure around your navel area to stimulate digestion and support the uterus. These practices ground you in your body and encourage a deeper relationship with your feminine energy. 13. Moon cycles and reconnecting with nature. Historically, women's cycles followed the rhythms of the moon. Full moon represented ovulation, and new moon often aligned with menstruation. Today, due to artificial light, stress, and modern life, this connection is often lost. Reconnecting with lunar rhythms can help reset your cycle. Sleep in complete darkness during your period to mimic the new moon. Spend time outdoors to absorb natural light during the day. Track your emotions and energy with moon phases. Notice how your body responds. Sync your rituals with the moon. Meditate, journal, or rest intentionally during new full moons. This spiritual alignment can create internal balance and stabilize irregular cycles. 14. Detox your environment. We touched on endocrine disruptors in Part 1, but a deeper detox is often necessary. Toxins accumulate in the body and can overload the liver, confuse hormone signals, and disrupt ovulation. Steps for a home and body detox. Use glass or stainless steel bottles instead of plastic. Choose organic tampons or menstrual cups to avoid pesticide exposure. Switch to natural cleaning products. Vinegar, baking soda, essential oils. Avoid processed body lotions and use cold-pressed oils like coconut or jojoba. Get houseplants that purify air. Spider plant, peace lily, aloe vera. When your environment is clean, your internal systems function better. 15. Sacred rest and cycle syncing. Your energy and productivity levels change throughout your cycle. Rather than pushing through with the same routine every day, practice cycle syncing, aligning your diet, exercise, and work schedule with your hormonal phases. Menstrual phase, days 1 to 5. Rest, reflect, meditate. Do gentle yoga or stretching. Eat warm, iron-rich foods. Follicular phase, days 6 to 13. Energy rises. Start new projects, brainstorm ideas. Do light cardio or strength training. Eat light, fresh meals. Ovulation phase, days 14 to 17. Social and creative peak. Schedule meetings, presentations, dates. Do intense workouts. Eat raw veggies, protein, and hydrating fruits. Luteal phase, days 18-28. Wind down. Declutter, organize, complete tasks. Do slower workouts. Eat grounding, hearty meals. Honoring these phases stabilizes your cycle and prevents burnout. 16. Blood rituals and honoring your cycle. In many cultures, menstruation is sacred. It is a time of release, rebirth, and reflection. When we view our blood as dirty or shameful, we disconnect from the wisdom of our bodies. Reclaim this sacred relationship with your cycle. Create a monthly menstrual altar with candles, crystals, or symbols. Journal during your bleed to connect with inner wisdom. Use your blood to nourish a plant or garden if you feel called. Rest without guilt. Your body is shedding and deserves gentleness. Share positive period stories with young girls to change cultural narratives. When you honor your cycle as a sacred rhythm, it begins to stabilize in return. 17. Rebalancing feminine and masculine energy. In today's fast-paced world, many women live in a state of doing all the time. Working, achieving, performing. This masculine energy is necessary, but must be balanced with feminine energy. Being, receiving, resting. Too much masculine energy can suppress the menstrual cycle. To rebalance, allow yourself to receive help. Take long baths or nature walks. Slow down your mornings. Practice intuitive movement instead of structured workouts. Listen to your body rather than your planner. Feminine energy supports flow, softness, and surrender, qualities essential for menstrual health. 18. Supportive female community. The female body was never meant to heal in isolation. In ancient times, women bled together in red tents, sharing wisdom, supporting each other. Today, modern life often lacks that kind of community, but we can still create it. Ways to find or build sisterhood. Join women's circles, yoga groups, or online communities. Host moon gatherings or cycle syncing workshops. Talk openly with friends about menstrual health. Share books, stories, and experiences. Community helps you feel seen, heard, and validated, boosting emotional safety and hormone balance. 19. Visualization and guided meditations. The subconscious mind holds immense power. Visualization can help remind your body of how it feels to have a regular, healthy cycle. Practice this simple daily visualization. Sit in stillness. Close your eyes. Imagine a golden light entering your womb. See your ovaries glowing, your cycle flowing smoothly. Feel your body in harmony, balanced, calm, and aligned. Repeat affirmations like, "My cycle is a rhythm of health and grace." Do this for 5 to 10 minutes each day, especially during menstruation or ovulation. 20. Daily rituals for hormonal alignment. Create a sacred rhythm that your body can depend on. Daily rituals help anchor your hormones and regulate your internal clock. Examples of supportive rituals: morning sunlight on your face for 10 minutes, herbal tea breaks with mindfulness, evening journaling to release emotional clutter, gentle stretching before bed, regular meals at the same time each day. When your days have rhythm, your cycle follows. Consistency builds trust between you and your body. 21. Love and acceptance of the womb. Finally, speak love into your womb. So many women carry shame, disappointment, or frustration toward their bodies, but your womb is listening. It wants to feel safe, supported, and loved. Put your hands on your lower belly each night and say, "Thank you for all you do. I trust you. I release judgment and welcome healing. I am connected to my power." This act of love can begin the deepest healing of all. Part 3. In parts 1 and 2, we explored the foundations of hormonal health and the emotional and energetic roots of irregular periods. Now in part 3, we move into personalized healing strategies, nutritional protocols, supplement support, and real-life recovery stories. This section is about fine-tuning your self-care approach with science-backed tools and daily consistency. 22. Build a personalized healing plan. There's no one-size-fits-all formula for regulating your cycle. Every woman's body is different. What works for one may not work for another. The key is listening deeply to your body and creating a plan that matches your unique needs. Here's how to build your personal plan. Track your cycle and symptoms for 3 to 6 months. Identify the main patterns: late ovulation, missed periods, heavy flow, spotting. Match symptoms to causes: stress, undereating, overexercising, PCOS, etc. Choose 3 to 5 consistent self-care practices to implement daily. Review and adjust monthly. Healing takes time. Track your progress with love and patience. 23. Create a weekly meal plan for hormone health. Meal planning helps ensure you're consistently getting the nutrients your hormones need. Focus on whole foods, variety, and balancing blood sugar. Sample weekly meal plan. Monday, breakfast: overnight oats with chia seeds, berries, almond milk. Lunch: quinoa salad with chickpeas, cucumber, olive oil, lemon. Snack: handful of walnuts plus apple. Dinner: grilled salmon, roasted sweet potatoes, spinach. Tuesday, breakfast: scrambled eggs, avocado toast on whole grain. Lunch: turkey lettuce wraps, side of mixed fruit. Snack: hummus with carrot sticks. Dinner: stir-fried tofu with broccoli, brown rice. Wednesday, breakfast: smoothie with banana, flax seeds, spinach, protein powder. Lunch: lentil soup with side salad. Snack: pumpkin seeds and dates. Dinner: baked chicken, quinoa, kale. Thursday, breakfast: Greek yogurt with granola and honey. Lunch: brown rice bowl with veggies, black beans, guacamole. Snack: herbal tea plus dark chocolate square. Dinner: zucchini noodles with turkey meatballs and tomato sauce. Friday, breakfast: warm millet porridge with cinnamon and pears. Lunch: chickpea curry with steamed rice. Snack: boiled egg plus pear. Dinner: grilled fish tacos with cabbage slaw. Saturday and Sun weekend for batch cooking soups, prepping veggies, soaking grains, or making herbal teas for the week ahead. Supplement protocols for irregular periods. Supplements can fill in nutritional gaps, regulate hormones, and support cycle recovery, but they must be chosen wisely and consistently used for 3+ months to notice full effects. Essential supplements. Magnesium glycinate calms the nervous system and supports progesterone. Vitamin D3 plus K2 regulates ovulation and boosts immunity. Omega-3 fatty acids reduces inflammation and balances estrogen. Zinc, important for ovulation and luteal phase support. B-complex vitamins supports energy, mood, and hormone production. Probiotics improves gut health, which helps estrogen detox. Inositol for PCOS improves insulin sensitivity and restores ovulation. Take supplements after meals with water and store them in a visible place to remember daily intake. 25. Herbal teas for menstrual support. Herbal teas are gentle yet powerful in supporting hormonal balance. Drink them daily or rotate based on your cycle phase. Menstrual phase, days 1 to 5. Raspberry leaf tones the uterus and eases cramps. Ginger, anti-inflammatory and warming. Chamomile calms nerves and reduces bloating. Follicular phase, days 6 to 13. Nettle, high in iron and minerals. Spearmint may reduce excess androgens. Lemon balm, mood lifting and digestive support. Ovulation, days 14 to 17. Hibiscus, rich in antioxidants, supports hydration. Rose, calming and heart opening. Peppermint, cools the body and reduces headaches. Luteal phase, days 18 to 28. Vitex, chasteberry, supports progesterone. Dandelion, liver detox and estrogen clearance. Cinnamon, blood sugar balance. Add a drop of raw honey if desired. Avoid sugar or dairy creamers. 26. Seed cycling to balance estrogen and progesterone. Seed cycling is a natural method of syncing with your hormonal phases using specific seeds. Follicular phase, days to 14. 1 tablespoon ground flax seeds. 1 tablespoon ground pumpkin seeds. Luteal phase, days 15-28. 1 tablespoon ground sunflower seeds. 1 tablespoon ground sesame seeds. Seeds provide lignans, zinc, selenium, and essential fatty acids that nourish your endocrine system. Sprinkle them on smoothies, salads, or oatmeal. 27. Gentle detox practices for hormone reset. A clean, supported liver means smoother cycles and fewer PMS symptoms. Daily detox tips. Drink warm lemon water upon waking. Eat bitter greens, arugula, dandelion, kale. Include cruciferous veggies, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. Dry brush your skin to stimulate lymph flow. Sweat through light exercise or sauna therapy. Eliminate caffeine and alcohol for 30 days. This supports estrogen metabolism and lowers inflammation. 28. Identify and heal hormonal imbalances. Different types of hormonal imbalances lead to different cycle issues. Estrogen dominance, heavy, painful periods, breast tenderness, mood swings. What helps? DIM supplements, fiber, liver detox, less alcohol, low progesterone, short cycles, spotting before period, anxiety or poor sleep. What helps? Vitex, magnesium, vitamin C, stress reduction, high androgens, PCOS, irregular or absent periods, acne, hair growth, weight around belly. What helps? Inositol, spearmint tea, low sugar diet. Know your dominant imbalance and treat accordingly. Real life success stories. Hearing other women's stories can inspire and motivate. Fatima, age 27, struggled with PCOS and no period for 8 months. Implemented seed cycling, inositol, and cut sugar. Walked daily and practiced guided meditation. Period returned after 3 months and is now regular. Mira, age 34, had heavy, painful periods and mood swings. Removed dairy and switched to anti-inflammatory diet. Took magnesium and Vitex. Now cycles every 28 days, pain-free. Sarah, age 21, post-pill amenorrhea for 6 months. Tracked cycle and focused on sleep, protein intake, and iron. Added castor oil packs and journaling. Got her period back in 10 weeks. These women are proof that the body wants to heal, and with the right support, it will. There's 30. Celebrate every shift, no matter how small. Progress is not always linear. Some cycles will still be off. Some months you may feel symptoms flare again, but every shift matters. Celebrate. A less painful period, a lighter mood, a more restful sleep, clearer skin, a better understanding of your body. This celebration signals safety to your nervous system and invites more healing. Part 4. In Part 4 of our journey toward hormonal harmony, we move beyond physical tools and enter the realm of deeper healing through mind-body practices, spiritual awareness, and advanced methods that empower lasting cycle regulation. Your body is not separate from your emotions, thoughts, or beliefs. In fact, your menstrual cycle responds to all of them. This part explores how consciousness, nervous system regulation, and holistic alignment restore regularity and balance to your cycle. 31. Nervous system regulation for hormonal stability. When your nervous system is in constant fight or flight mode, it suppresses ovulation and disturbs your cycle. Healing irregular periods requires a shift into parasympathetic mode, your rest, digest, and repair state. Daily nervous system regulation tools, vagus nerve stimulation, humming, singing, cold water face splashes, tapping. Emotional freedom technique calms anxiety and stress triggers. Breath work. Try box breathing. Inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4. Grounding. Walking barefoot on earth calms cortisol. Body scans. Guided relaxation meditations to release tension. These tools signal to your body, I'm safe. I can ovulate. I can bleed. I'm in balance. Rewire subconscious beliefs around femininity. Many women unconsciously carry beliefs that menstruation is shameful, inconvenient, or weak. These beliefs shape how the body responds to its own rhythms. Ask yourself, do I resent my period? Do I suppress emotions instead of feeling them? Do I ignore my body's need to rest? Rewrite the narrative. My cycle is sacred and wise. I allow my body to heal at its own pace. There's nothing wrong with me. My femininity is powerful, not a burden. Change the belief, and the body begins to respond differently. 33. Womb-focused meditation and visualization. The womb is a seat of creativity, intuition, and life force. When it's honored, it blooms. When it's ignored, it contracts. Regular womb meditations can help regulate your cycle by awakening this energy center. Practice this daily womb meditation. Sit or lie in stillness. Place both hands over your lower abdomen. Visualize warm golden or red light filling your womb. Say silently or aloud, "Thank you, I love you, I trust you." Imagine your cycle flowing in perfect rhythm. Stay with this visualization for 5 to 10 minutes. Over time, it builds a powerful healing connection. 34. Sound healing for cycle regulation. Sound therapy is an ancient practice that brings vibrational healing to the body and reproductive organs. Tools for sound healing: 432 Hz music, said to align with the body's natural frequency. Singing bowls, vibrations target the sacral chakra, seat of the womb. Chanting or toning, VAM is the sound associated with the sacral chakra. Drumming or heartbeat rhythms, grounding and rhythmic, like the womb. Use sound healing during meditation, yoga, or relaxation to gently reset your reproductive energy. Heal the mother wound. Unhealed relationships with your mother or female caregivers can impact your menstrual health. If your mother had painful periods, shame around her body, or emotional trauma, it can unconsciously pass to you. Healing practices. Write a letter to your mother. You don't have to send it. Expressing truths. Forgive what needs to be forgiven. Not for her, but for your freedom. Reparent your inner child with affirmations and nurturing care. Create healthy emotional boundaries with family if needed. Healing this ancestral thread can release emotional tension stored in the womb. 36. The power of cyclical living. Living cyclically means aligning your life, work, rest, creativity, relationships with the natural rise and fall of your hormonal phases. Cyclical planning ideas. Do creative brainstorming and start new projects during ovulation. Rest, reflect, and journal during menstruation. Organize, edit, and finish things during the luteal phase. Socialize, speak, and share ideas in the follicular phase. When you stop forcing a linear pattern and instead follow your natural cycles, your body feels safer, and your hormones respond with more regularity. 37. Reconnect to sacred feminine energy. Irregular periods often occur when feminine energy is blocked, when we are disconnected from intuition, stillness, receptivity, softness, and emotional flow. Ways to restore feminine energy. Dance slowly to music that moves your soul. Surround yourself with beauty, candles, fabrics, art. Spend time with nurturing, emotionally safe women. Create, sing, write, rest, feel. Honor softness as strength, not weakness. The more you flow emotionally and spiritually, the more your cycle flows physically. 38. Use crystals and sacred objects. Crystals carry vibrational energy that some believe can assist healing. Whether symbolic or energetic, they create a sense of connection to the womb. Supportive crystals for menstrual health. Moonstone regulates hormones and cycles. Carnelian energizes the reproductive system. Rose quartz encourages self-love and emotional healing. Amethyst calms the nervous system. Place them near your bed, on your womb during meditation, or in bath rituals. 39. Reframe menstrual irregularity as a messenger. Instead of viewing irregular periods as a problem, view them as a message from your body. Ask, where in my life am I out of alignment? Am I overworking or ignoring emotional needs? Do I need more rest, nourishment, expression? Your body always speaks with kindness. It only raises its voice when it feels unheard. 40. Celebrate your cyclical nature. Every time your period arrives, no matter how irregular, celebrate it. Light a candle. Rest intentionally. Journal your reflections. Let it be a time of sacred release. Ideas for celebration. Menstrual altar with red cloth and affirmations. Gift yourself flowers or nourishing meals. Create a period playlist and lie down with it. Paint or draw how your cycle feels. Reverence creates regulation. When you see your cycle as beautiful, it begins to show up with more consistency and love. Part 5. Part 5 takes a grounded, physical approach to cycle healing. Here we explore condition-specific strategies, hormone repair routines, fertility awareness, and practical daily systems to rebuild your cycle from the inside out. Whether you're dealing with PCOS, thyroid imbalances, post-pill recovery, or simply long-term irregularity, this section offers structured guidance for long-term hormonal harmony. 41. Polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS recovery plan. PCOS is one of the most common causes of irregular periods. It's often rooted in insulin resistance, inflammation, and hormonal imbalance. Symptoms may include irregular or missing periods, acne, facial hair or hair loss, weight gain or difficulty losing weight, cysts on ovaries, trouble with ovulation or fertility. PCOS self-care protocol, inositol myode-D-chiro, restores ovulation and improves insulin sensitivity. Low glycemic diet, Avoid sugar, processed carbs, and eat high-fiber whole foods. Strength training builds muscle and improves insulin response. Spearmint tea reduces androgens naturally. Magnesium plus zinc lower testosterone and support hormonal balance. Castor oil packs stimulate ovarian circulation and detox. Consistency is key. Most women see major shifts within 3 to 6 months. 42. Hypothyroidism and period recovery. An underactive thyroid can cause delayed, heavy, or absent periods. It slows down metabolism and disrupts hormonal signaling. Symptoms include fatigue, weight gain, cold hands and feet, depression or brain fog, constipation, irregular cycles. Support plan for hypothyroidism. Get tested for TSH, free T3, free T4, and thyroid antibodies. Eat selenium-rich foods, Brazil nuts, eggs, mushrooms. Increase iodine intake naturally. Seaweed, kelp, dulse. Avoid gluten if autoimmune thyroid, Hashimoto's is present. Reduce soy, raw cruciferous veggies, and environmental toxins. Take a high-quality thyroid support supplement with zinc, selenium, and B vitamins. Balance can be restored with proper nutrition and stress reduction. 43. Post-birth control recovery plan. Coming off hormonal birth control can leave your body confused. It can take months for your natural cycle to reestablish, especially after long-term use. Common post-pill symptoms: no period, post-pill amenorrhea, acne or oily skin, mood swings, irregular spotting, hair thinning. Post-pill recovery steps: support liver with milk thistle, turmeric, and lemon water. Use B-complex vitamins and magnesium to replenish depleted nutrients. Balance blood sugar with protein and fiber at every meal. Seed cycling to naturally restore estrogen and progesterone rhythm. Castor oil packs to encourage ovulation. Daily journaling to reduce stress and reconnect with body rhythms. Track your cycle weekly and celebrate every small return of flow or fertile signs. 44. Fertility awareness and cycle tracking. Understanding your fertility signs helps you see when your body is or isn't ovulating. This knowledge allows you to support or adjust your cycle naturally. Main fertility signs: basal body temperature, BBT, rises after ovulation. Cervical mucus, clear and stretchy before ovulation. Cervical position, high, soft, and open during fertile window. Use a basal thermometer each morning and chart your data using an app or paper method. Over time, you'll see patterns emerge, even if cycles are irregular. This empowers your decision-making and brings you into harmony with your body's wisdom. 45. Exercise plan to balance hormones. Exercise can help or harm your cycle depending on intensity and frequency. The goal is not to overexert, but to align movement with your hormonal phases. Cycle-synced fitness routine. Menstrual phase, days 1 to 5. Gentle stretching, yin yoga, walking. Follicular phase, days 6-13. Cardio dance, Pilates, light strength training. Ovulation phase, days 14-17. HIIT workouts, heavy lifting, group classes. Luteal phase, days 18 and 28, low impact strength training, slow yoga, hiking. Avoid long-term intense cardio or training without rest. It can shut down ovulation and delay periods. 46. Long-term hormone repair routine. Healing hormonal irregularities requires consistency over months. Create a 3-month repair cycle that includes morning, lemon water, 10-minute meditation or journaling, protein-rich breakfast, vitamin D, magnesium, and B-complex supplements. Afternoon, balanced lunch with fiber and healthy fats. Herbal tea, nettle, spearmint, or raspberry leaf. 20-minute walk or gentle stretch. Evening, castor oil pack 2-3 times a week. Nourishing dinner with cooked veggies and whole grains. Journaling or breathwork before bed. Sleep before 11 p.m. Tracking progress with symptoms, flow, mood, and sleep gives a full picture of healing. 47. How to know you're making progress. Healing isn't just about getting your period on time. It's about total body balance. Watch for these signs of hormonal recovery. Periods becoming more regular, within 26 to 35 days. Fewer PMS symptoms. Ovulation confirmed by temperature or mucus. Clearer skin. Improved sleep. Stable energy and mood. Feeling emotionally balanced around menstruation. Even if your cycle is still adjusting, these signs mean your body is moving toward harmony. 48. Integrate Eastern and Ayurvedic practices. Ancient traditions hold powerful wisdom for menstrual healing. Ayurveda, favor warm, cooked foods over raw. Avoid cold drinks and frozen foods. Use herbs like shatavari, ashwagandha, and triphala. Massage body with sesame oil. Keep feet warm to protect reproductive fire. Agni. Traditional Chinese medicine, TCM. Use acupuncture to regulate flow and treat stagnation. Focus on warming the womb, moxa therapy. Eat blood-building foods, bone broth, dates, black sesame seeds. Reduce cold womb symptoms with warming teas and soups. These gentle systems nurture the womb over time. 49. Support systems and professional help. Sometimes self-care isn't enough, and that's okay. Seek support when needed. Functional medicine practitioners for deeper hormone testing, naturopaths for herbal protocols and detox plans, fertility awareness educators for personalized charting, therapists or coaches for emotional support and stress relief. Asking for help is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. Healing is faster and easier when you're not alone. 50. Commit to the long game. The body doesn't rush. Hormones are sensitive, subtle messengers. True healing doesn't happen overnight, but it happens. And when it does, it's life-changing. Final self-care affirmations. I trust the rhythm of my body. Healing is unfolding for me every day. My cycle is not broken, it's responding with love. Every step I take is bringing me back into balance. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be present. Your cycle will follow. Part 6. Part 6 brings you into deeper connection with your womb, emotions, and monthly rhythm through sacred rituals, trauma-informed tools, nutritional healing, and monthly wellness calendars. It's about turning your self-care into ceremony, transforming how you live with your cycle, not just how you fix it. Enter 51. Womb connection rituals. When periods are irregular, it's often a sign we've become disconnected from our womb space. Reconnection rituals help reawaken your feminine center and restore flow. Womb healing practices. Womb massage. Use warm oil and gentle clockwise strokes on your lower belly. Yoni steaming. Herbs like mugwort, rose, and lavender support cleansing. Womb journaling. Ask your womb questions and write what comes up. Red moon meditation. Visualize your womb glowing with warm red light. Moon baths. Soak in water infused with rose petals and crystals under the full moon. These gentle rituals foster trust between you and your cycle. 52. Trauma-informed period healing. For many women, irregular periods are rooted in emotional or sexual trauma, known or unconscious. Trauma can disrupt the hypothalamus, ovulation, and cortisol cycles. Signs trauma is affecting your cycle. Chronic irregularity without medical cause. Painful or absent periods. Emotional shutdown around menstruation, fear or disconnection from the womb, history of abuse, neglect, or shame. Healing tools, somatic therapy, nervous system regulation, breathwork and body-based trauma release, EMDR or trauma-informed talk therapy, journaling, drawing, or art therapy, ceremonial space to reclaim your cycle as sacred. Healing trauma may be the missing key to cycle recovery for many women. 53. Nutrition therapy for hormone repair. Food is medicine for your cycle. A hormone-supportive diet emphasizes balance, warmth, and nourishment. Cycle-balancing foods, protein, organic eggs, lentils, quinoa, bone broth, healthy fats, avocados, flax seeds, olive oil, walnuts, fiber, chia seeds, oats, beans, cruciferous vegetables, iron-rich foods, spinach, beets, pumpkin seeds, dates, hormone-healing herbs, maca, ashwagandha, licorice root, ginger. What to avoid? Refined sugars, caffeine, especially coffee, excess dairy, fried or processed foods, alcohol, and nicotine. Eating in rhythm with your cycle boosts results. Menstrual, soups, stews, warming teas. Follicular, fresh salads, citrus sprouts. Ovulatory, lean proteins, light grains. Luteal, root vegetables, dark chocolate, magnesium-rich foods. 54. Cycle support teas and tonics. Herbal teas offer gentle, daily nourishment to regulate your cycle. Teas for irregular periods. Raspberry leaf strengthens uterine muscles. Chasteberry, Vitex, promotes ovulation and balances progesterone. Nettle, mineral-rich tonic for blood building. Dong Quai, regulates cycle length and flow. Licorice root, supports adrenal and hormonal balance. Drink 1 to 2 cups daily based on your current cycle phase or symptoms. Be consistent for 2 to 3 months before judging results. 55. Seed cycling for hormonal sync. Seed cycling is a simple method of rotating seeds to support natural estrogen and progesterone rhythms. Days 1 to 14. menstruation to ovulation. 1 tablespoon ground flax seeds, 1 tablespoon ground pumpkin seeds. Days 15 to 28, post-ovulation to menstruation. 1 tablespoon ground sesame seeds, 1 tablespoon ground sunflower seeds. Add to smoothies, oats, or yogurt daily. Many women notice lighter, more regular periods within 2 to 3 cycles. 56. Daily cycle awareness routine. Your cycle affects how you feel every day. Build a daily rhythm that flows with it. Daily practices for cycle awareness. Morning check-in. What phase am I in today? 5-minute womb breathing or meditation. Drink a hormone balancing tea. Journal 1 line about how your body feels. Honor rest during menstruation. Expression during ovulation. Treating your cycle as your inner compass helps regulate it. 57. Digital detox and hormonal health. Blue light, late night scrolling, and overstimulation can disrupt your circadian and hormonal rhythms. How to detox digitally for better cycles. No screens 1 hour before bed. Avoid phone within 30 minutes of waking. Use blue light filters or amber glasses. Take 1 full day off social media weekly. Replace screen time with grounding time. Nature walks, journaling, dance. Your brain, ovaries, and nervous system all sync better with rest and natural light. 58. Monthly wellness calendar for irregular periods. Following a month-long cycle supportive routine helps regulate irregular periods over time. Week 1, menstrual. Days 1 to 5. Rest, journal, reduce social obligations. Eat warming foods and iron-rich meals. Do gentle yoga and use heat pads. Drink raspberry leaf snettle tea. Week 2, follicular. Days 6 to 13. Set goals and take creative action. Eat light, fresh meals with lots of greens. Try cardio, dancing, or new workouts. Use seed cycling, flax plus pumpkin seeds. Week 3, ovulatory. Days 14 to 17. Schedule social events, interviews, or speeches. Eat lean protein, cruciferous veggies. Practice high-impact or strength workouts. Drink spearmint, hibiscus tea. Week 4, luteal. Days 18 to 28. Prioritize rest, self-reflection, and decluttering. Eat magnesium-rich foods, sweet potatoes, dark chocolate, do slow yoga, walking, or breathwork. Use seed cycling, sesame, sunflower seeds. Repeating this monthly builds hormonal consistency. 59. Healing irregular periods as a lifestyle. This is not a 1-week fix. It's a full-body lifestyle. The way you move, sleep, think, rest, and relate to your womb all impact your flow. Key reminders. Be patient. Your cycle is listening. Even if it's not responding yet, love your body where it is, not just when it's fixed. Period pain, PMS, and irregularity are common, but not normal. Your womb is not broken. She's asking you to listen deeper. Slow is powerful. Stillness heals. Self-care for irregular periods is not about control. It's about devotion. 60. Sacred cycle affirmations. Close your daily or weekly routine with affirmations to reinforce healing. My cycle is a sacred teacher. I welcome balance, flow, and rhythm. Each phase of my cycle supports my growth. I honor my womb's voice and needs. Healing is unfolding within me. Say them aloud, write them on your mirror, or repeat them in meditation. Words shape biology. Belief supports biology. Energy creates flow. Part 7. Energy healing for the womb. Beyond the physical and emotional, your womb holds energetic memory. Past pain, fear, or trauma can live in this sacred space, influencing your cycle. Signs of energetic womb blockage. Feeling numb or disconnected from your cycle. Heavy emotional waves during menstruation. Sexual shame or repression. Irregular flow that mirrors life stress. Energetic healing tools. Reiki or energy medicine. Rose quartz, moonstone, carnelian. Sound healing, singing bowls placed near pelvis. Womb-focused guided meditations. Smudging with sage, palo santo, or mugwort. When you clear stuck energy, your body begins to trust you again, and your cycle follows. 62. Lunar and menstrual cycle alignment. In ancient cultures, women synced their cycles with the moon. Today, irregular periods often reflect a loss of this connection. Moon phases in the cycle. New moon, menstruation, inward, rest, renewal. Waxing moon, follicular, growth, vision, planning. Full moon, ovulation, fertility, expression, clarity. Waning moon, luteal, release, preparation, reflection. How to realign with the moon. Track both your period and the moon phases. Sleep in total darkness, helps pineal gland reset. Spend 5 to 10 minutes in moonlight. Set intentions with each new and full moon. Create a moon altar with crystals, flowers, and journal entries. The more you live in harmony with nature's rhythm, the more your own rhythm returns. 63. Reclaiming the menstrual cycle as sacred. For centuries, menstruation was treated as shameful. That shame still lives in women's bodies, and often in their cycles. Healing begins by reclaiming menstruation as sacred, not dirty, holy, not hidden. Rituals to reclaim the sacred cycle. Keep a moon journal to write what emotions arise each phase. Create art from your experience, painting, music, poetry. Host a Red Tent or Women's Circle, in person or virtual. Celebrate your bleed with candles, herbal baths, and rest days. Teach younger girls the beauty of their cycle with pride. When your cycle becomes sacred, your body responds with balance. 64. The 90-day irregular period reset plan. Healing irregular periods naturally takes time. Most women begin to see clear results within 3 months of consistent self-care. Month 1, awareness plus nourishment. Track symptoms daily. Begin seed cycling and hormone-supportive foods. Remove caffeine, sugar, and processed foods. Sleep before 11 p.m. Add stress-reducing routines, yoga, walks, deep breathing. Month 2, rituals regulation. Add herbal teas, Vitex raspberry nettle. Journal your emotional cycles. Begin womb massage or yoni steaming. Sync routines with your cycle phases. Practice womb meditations or visualizations. Month 3, alignment empowerment. Add energetic healing, sound, crystals, Reiki. Work with a coach or practitioner if needed. Explore any lingering trauma or womb disconnection. Strengthen sleep, breath, movement routines. Create your long-term sacred cycle plan. Consistency is key. Every step you take tells your body, you are safe, you are loved, you can trust again. 65. When to seek medical or holistic help. While natural care works for many, there are times when professional support is necessary. Seek help if you experience no period for 3+ months, amenorrhea, bleeding longer than 10 days, excessive bleeding, changing pads hourly, severe pelvic pain or bloating, missed periods after stopping birth control, 6+ months, signs of PCOS, fibroids, or thyroid issues. Support options: integrative gynecologist, functional medicine practitioner, Ayurvedic doctor, fertility awareness educator, trauma-informed therapist. Healing is personal. Ask for help when needed. 66. Building a long-term relationship with your cycle. Irregular periods are not a life sentence. They're a signal. Your body is not malfunctioning, it's messaging. And when you listen, you heal. Keys to long-term balance: daily attention to food, movement, stress, and sleep. Deep emotional healing where needed. Ritual and rhythm as medicine. Self-love and patience. Continuous education about your body. Turn your menstrual cycle into your teacher, not your enemy. 67. Tools and apps for period tracking. Use technology wisely to support your cycle healing. Top tracking apps: Flow, Clue, Kindara, MyFlow, Natural Cycles. Cycle length and symptoms: PMS and mood changes. Ovulation indicators: BBT, basal body temperature, cervical fluid and positioning. This data helps you spot progress and patterns. 68. Sacred red tent wisdom. In ancient tribes, women gathered during menstruation in sacred red tents to rest, share dreams, receive visions, and reset. Today, recreate that power in your own life. Create your red tent space. Cozy red blankets, candles, herbal tea, journal, and music. Let go of to-do lists and external demands. Allow grief, creativity, intuition to rise. Use this space for deep self-care every month. The red tent isn't about isolation, it's about deepening wisdom. 69. Empowering younger generations. If we want the next generation to have healthy cycles, it starts with education. How to empower younger girls. Teach about the 4 cycle phases. Talk openly about periods. Celebrate their first bleed. Give them cycle-friendly foods, pads, and support. Share that irregularity in early years is normal, but should be supported. The shame ends when we stop passing it on. 70. Final words. Your cycle is coming home. You are not broken. You are returning to your rhythm, to your wisdom, to the sacred story your womb has been waiting to tell. Irregular periods are an invitation, not a punishment, an opportunity to rebuild the relationship between your body and your soul. Every herbal tea you drink, every restful night you choose, every time you say no to stress and yes to self-care, your body hears you, and it responds, slowly, softly, powerfully. Your womb remembers how to flow. Your cycle remembers how to dance. And you remember how to live in harmony again. Self-care for irregular periods. Your body is not a problem to fix. It is a rhythm to honor. Trust the process, follow the signs, and let your cycle guide you home to balance, power, and peace.